Hello, I am going to answer 3 of the questions that I were given. The questions are over here to my left, probably your right, but I'm going to answer them. So I'll be looking over here just to get the questions. So I'm going to do the first one. Sometimes leaders are skeptical about changing their ways of working. A time when I worked with one. I remember when I was part of a transformation business wide at AmerisourceBergen. So I had one program manager who was so good. She had years of experience doing waterfall. So she was a bit skeptical about, will this work? Will Agile work? And plus, they didn't really transform it well because they just put it on people and said, this is what we're going to do now. So just to start off my way of changing someone's mind, first, I like to sit them down and understand why exactly are they afraid of the change, or why are they skeptical? What are their concerns? I listen intently to them just to get the answers, and then I try to prove them wrong. So her main concern was not meeting her deadlines that she's already promised clients. So what we did as a team, I went back to the team, took her concerns. We had a powwow session, and we all decided as a team, because we were collaborating together, that we were going to answer this and we were going to get these things done for her. Once we came up with our plan, which was we worked overtime, we got all the stories and stuff ready because they decided to do Scrum, and we had a timeline planned out for her. So I kept her informed of what we were doing. I invited her to our ceremony so she can sit and listen, and she really enjoyed it. And I did take back the information in the project schedule, which was the sprint schedule of how many sprints it was going to take us to get the work done. And it actually beat her deadline. So with that being said, with her observing us, with her seeing that we worked well, she was able to come around. And now she's actually like an advocate for Agile. So that was one way I try to change. You got to show them the value of what you're doing. So what have I done in the past to build trust on a team or with a stakeholder? I'm a person, I like transparency, I like upfrontness, and I like honesty, and I also like to show them. So in a previous company, I had a development manager who didn't really trust me. I didn't know why. I don't know, he didn't have a place on the actual Scrum team. So what I did was sit down with him. Of course, again, I go over his concern, why he doesn't trust me. I'm not going to ask you why you don't trust me, but it was about the work getting done and getting done properly in his role in the team. So what I sat him down, I had a discussion with him. I informed him, let him know up front, being very transparent, that I was going to provide him with all the information possible that I can. I kept him informed on every little thing that we did. He even listened in on a few of the ceremonies to get the information, and he saw how the team was working. So he built with me keeping him informed, letting him know that he was still a part of this team and a part of his developers' lives, and seeing how they continuously improved and got better and got great at what they were doing in the process. It turned him around, and he started to build that trust. He started to trust me more and actually started including me in other meetings, other senior meetings. So that was pretty cool. One thing I do as an Agilist to contribute consistently. I am the type of person, I like to prompt and create an atmosphere of transparency and continuous improvement. During retrospect, ways I do this is totally different. The team feels empowered, they collaborate, and they innovate well when they trust each other. So you have to build that. One ceremony you can do this in is retrospectives. Retrospectives of a place you can be open, honest, you can foster people to speak to one another open and honestly, and that builds trust amongst the team. When people on a team are transparent, share ideas, admit their failures, bring their successes, it makes others feel like they are part of the team, and it builds that trust. And by me fostering continuous improvement, I do that in a way by always encouraging them to do better in ceremonies and grooming. I show them their metrics to show them that they're doing better. I model this myself. I remove impediments. I move blockers so they have more time to work on their work and to continuously improve. So that is a way that I contribute as a Scrum Master. Always stay open and honest.